and welcome to Across the Omniverse, a podcast. That's what it is, right? Brought to you by Cinema Sangha. My name is Devin Faraci. I am one of the hosts of the program, joining me as he traditionally does.
My name is Derek Faraci, and hey, Mr. Newbird, give me a hit of that. How are you, Devin?
I'm okay. I just got back from the mechanic where they had replaced my axles on my car, and I was there for a long time because one guy thought the other guy was going to get my car, and the other guy thought the first guy was going to get my car. So nobody got my car. And then when they found where my car was, because they parked it on the street because it's such a busy mechanic shop, they couldn't figure out which of the keys that they had were my keys. So, I mean, they're great. I love these guys. J&E in Glendale, California. I highly recommend if you are in the Los Angeles area, on the east side especially, J&E, you can't go wrong. These guys are very honest. They're really great. And but it's just very funny, these hijinks of like, and I'm like, I got to get back to do a podcast. Like, what's happening here? Why is my car not here yet? So, but yeah.
It's like that scene in Ferris Bueller where they take the car out for a drive.
Yes, exactly. So that's it's a gazillion degrees again. This episode, if you're watching on video, you're going to get to watch me slowly melt. So you wearing a long sleeve shirt?
No.
Oh, okay.
Short sleeves.
Oh, okay. Look at those guns. If you're only listening to this, you missed the gun show just now. Derek,
there's no gun show.
Look at that! Look at that! Yeah, beautiful. How you doing?
There's a pale show, if anything.
Oh,
blind people with how white that is.
The camera is having a hard time adjusting when that comes into frame.
They use me on movies to white balance.
How you doing?
I'm okay. I'm all right.
Yeah, life is going okay over there?
Yeah, I got my new grocery store. I'm excited.
Oh, you got a new grocery store?
Yeah, they opened up right down the street.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
I went on opening day. They gave me a free reusable bag. It's very nice. Yeah.
All right.
And right now, for like the next 2 weeks or so, everything is like really cheap.
Yeah.
So that's pretty great. You know,
we love it. We love it. All right. We got any news this week?
We do. Lanterns appears to be a hit. The season premiere, the series premiere, opened up to 9.3 million viewers in the first 3 days. To put that into context, The Penguin had 10.4 million viewers across all platforms after 11 days, and Welcome to Derry hit 5.7 million viewers after 3 days. So this show is bringing in the viewers, apparently.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It's very exciting. We'll have to see what the long-term success is, obviously.
Yeah.
See how many people stick around.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think the first episode was very good, so I imagine people would keep checking it out, but... You never know.
One hopes. One hopes. I mean, despite it being this week's episode has got the grifters up in arms, saying it's more woke trash, and the conversation in the diner.
Oh, I thought maybe the dong.
People are not happy about the dong, but they're calling it woke trash. And these babies, they're just babies is the deal. But I'm glad to see that it's doing well. And I think, you know what, at the end of the day, I think the way they went with this show, having it be quote unquote grounded while being deeply inside the science fiction world of Green Lantern, I think is really paying off. I think that you get people in that way. You're not scaring them off with this like idea that like it's like a crazy thing they have to know all this lore about.
Yeah.
You can drop a ton of lore on them and they don't even realize it,
Yeah. Do you think if Watchmen had not been a successful show, do you think this would have happened? Because I feel like if Watchmen had not been a hit, I could see HBO being like, nah, we tried that stuff once before and it did not go well.
I don't know. It's interesting. I'm not sure, I'm not really sure. I'm not sure what the, would Warner Brothers have put down, like from the top, put down the dictate that we need a DC show on. We need to do it. Like it's going to be done.
Yeah.
I wonder. I have no idea. I don't
know. Who knows? But speaking of dictates, rumors are going around that the Batman movie, Brave and the Bold, will not happen until after the Paramount Warner Brothers merger is completed. James Gunn recently, just a little bit before we started recording, came out and said that is not true.
Do we believe him?
Yes.
Here's the thing. This guy who's like a low-level journalist, his tweet that he says that he heard it's on hold till after the merger, he names his source, which is Andy Muschietti. Like, that's very unusual. Like, people that are bullshitting almost never say who they heard it from.
Yeah.
And so I would not be surprised if that was real.
I would not be surprised if Andy Muschietti doesn't know what he's talking about.
That's possible, too. But
keep in mind, a couple of months ago, when it was on, Muschietti was asked about Brave and the Bold, and he said, I'm not signed on to be the director of Batman, but I have first look. But I don't know what's happening at this point. So I don't think they're really keeping him in the mix at this moment.
I wonder if, like, they told him that it's not happening until later so they could push him out.
Well, I mean, in his quote from the journalist was also like, if I don't get to do Batman, I will get a different movie to do. So that also makes it sound like they're kind of like, look, maybe Batman's not the way to go for you.
Yeah.
So
it definitely has that vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, but that sounds real to me, though. Even though Gunn, who has turned into a liar, by the way.
Where has he turned into a liar? You say this all the time.
He has denied things that were true.
Like what?
He uses really tricky language.
There's no tricky language here. No, nothing is on hold.
But that's. It doesn't sound like something Andy would have said, but the project is in no way on hold. That could mean it's canceled. That could mean, you know what I mean? Like that.
Come on, are you on Reddit? Are you on the DCU Reddit where it's like every word has to be like parsed? They're not canceling a Batman movie.
No, they're canceling this Batman movie. That's the thing. If it's not going to be Brave and the Bold, so maybe there's going to be a different Batman.
This is what I mean. This is complete insanity of parsing words. Maybe when he says not on hold, what he means is it's flown away. Like, no, it means it's not on hold. Jesus.
All right. Well, I guess we'll find out.
He's not the fucking Riddler.
I guess we'll find out sooner or later. So, didn't he claim that Ariana, whatever her name is, Ajana, is not in Man of Tomorrow, but then she's like on set?
No, he said she's not Wonder Woman.
Oh, okay.
That's what he said.
Okay.
Yes. Or I don't even know if he said that, but no, he never denied that she's in the movie.
Okay.
So, they announced her casting.
I know.
Yeah. So, I don't think he's denying it.
All right. What else we got now that you're done yelling at me?
Well, just stop being a fucking goofball about it.
I'm just trying to have a podcast here.
You've said it multiple times now where you're like, he's a liar, but he's not lying about it.
I remember that he has lied about a couple of things. I don't have it at the tip of my tongue.
I don't believe he has.
Yeah.
I don't. He's definitely skirted around things, without a doubt.
Yeah. All right. What else?
Iman Vellani is going to be co-hosting an official MCU podcast with Frank Alvarez. That's the lead up to Avengers Doomsday. So I guess this is the Challengers TV show will be a podcast.
No, I think that what they're doing is they're giving Iman Vellani a paycheck.
Sure. Yeah.
That's what I think they're doing.
Yeah.
So I think that they love her. They love her.
I mean, how can you not love her? She's great.
They're not getting rid of Ms. Marvel. It's just that they don't have anything for her to do right now. And so they're going to give her a paycheck here. She's available to audition elsewhere. You know what I mean? Like, there's not like,
she's making other stuff.
Is she?
Yeah.
Well, good. That's great.
She was in that Animal Farm movie.
Good for her.
Maybe not the best call.
But yeah, I mean, so I think they're just making sure that she's paid and she's close to the Marvel thing because they love her and she loves them. And I think that's really sweet. I kind of actually like that very much.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something. It's much better than the fucking hosting they're doing on the official Green Lantern podcast, which driving me nuts, by the way. Did you listen to the latest one?
I did. Yeah.
It's driving me crazy.
Okay.
God, this guy stinks. Okay, but whatever.
I guess. I don't know. I got no problem with it.
Straw Hat Goofy. Straw Hat Goofy. You know, that's a One Piece reference.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I'm hip with the kids. I know what the kids like. They like the anime. I get it.
Sure. She's also, I bet she'll be a very good host because she knows the comics really well.
Yep.
And she's very energetic and funny, and I think it'll all work out. The other guy, Frank Alvarez, I don't know his work.
Who is he?
He's a podcast host, apparently. But I do not know his podcast.
That's interesting.
The Basement Yard is his podcast.
Literally never heard of it.
Neither have I. But
literally never heard of it.
Everybody's got podcasts, so.
Basement Yard has 18,000 Twitter followers.
That's a lot.
That's not a lot.
It's more than either of us.
No, I think I have 20-something thousand.
Oh, Twitter? Well,
yeah,
okay,
Twitter.
Yeah.
No, nobody has a lot of followers on Blue Sky.
Yeah. They have 1.5 million followers on Instagram.
That's the thing. That's where everybody is these days. It's Instagram and TikTok and
Yeah, and their YouTube page has 1.4 million followers. So.
Yeah, okay.
Their last video got 1 million views.
Well, you know what? So, that's a big deal. Who cares? Nobody cares about that.
You know what's
really cool? Getting like 75 views. Like just like really getting the right people.
Being real indie
exactly.
about it.
We're not selling out. We got 75 views on these videos.
Yeah. We're the podcast that in like 20 years when they remake High Fidelity, but it's about podcasts, we'll be one of the podcasts they mention that nobody knows about. That's what we'll be.
Yeah, I agree. That's exactly what's going to happen. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Moving on, Hallie Atwell said that she felt that her death in Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness was a complete disservice.
Haley Atwell is being dumb.
I would agree.
It's an alternate universe Captain whatever Carter. Like that's the thing. That's not the real Captain Carter. Does she not know that? Like the whole premise of this is to die so that the villain can be, you know what I mean? Like so it can seem like a big deal. Like
yeah.
That's the whole premise.
She said, if I'm really brutally honest, I was so disappointed with how they positioned her and what happened to her in that scene. It's so small, and she gets frisbeed to death. I personally thought it was an awesome moment.
I agree. I thought it was really fucking cool, you know?
Yeah.
And like, you know, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
That's an actor thing, though, right? Like, anytime their character has something bad happen to them that takes them out of the game or whatever, they think it's wrong. But it's like, how does she not realize that that's just an alternate universe version?
I don't know. Maybe she's not a big nerd. I don't know.
They didn't tell her, you don't think?
I imagine they acted. I don't know. I don't know what they said.
The thing is, all that shit was shot on individual green screens. Nobody worked together on that. So, like, actually, there's no way to know what they told anybody. No way to know. That was a very weird shoot, that bit.
Yeah. But I liked it. I think that's one of the best scenes in the movie, personally. But
I agree.
Moving on, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II says that Wonder Man was canceled over viewership numbers. When asked also about Marvel's recent cancellation of a lot of stuff dealing with black characters, he said, I think the optics are obvious. If I'm big business, if I'm Disney, if I'm Marvel, I don't want to be attached to those optics. He said it's a priority to change the narrative and surrounding their ongoing projects to foster even more creative stories created with the quality resources at hand.
Yeah, I mean, he's right. Like nobody thought about the fact that they like their track record on black-led stuff is dismal right now. Because like Ironheart just disappeared. She just doesn't exist anymore. Blade gets canceled. Wonder Man gets canceled, right? Like
after being renewed.
After being renewed, that's really ugly. That's like a really ugly thing to do. So yeah, I think he's totally right. Like if they just canceled it, that's one thing. But like the renewing and then canceling sucks. And but like they need to be like a little bit more aware of what they're doing over here. Like there's no reason that Ironheart can't be in Doomsday
or Secret Wars.
I mean, well, we don't know who's going to be in Secret Wars yet.
But I mean, there's a lot of characters that are not in Doomsday, so.
I know, but like I feel like that's like a character maybe like you throw in there.
I mean, I don't disagree, but also I would rather they weren't just tossing in characters because they're like, well, we got to toss in these characters. Like if they fit into the story, great. If not, save them. That's okay. Yeah. Like, I would love for Miss Marvel to be in there. I'd love Miss Marvel to be in the X-Men movie, but I doubt she's going to be.
Oh, I don't want her in the X-Men movie.
She's a mutant. Why not?
I know, but I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm not huge on it either, but use it.
I mean, I guess
I just want her in more stuff.
Yeah, I agree with that. I want her in more stuff. So
yeah. Well, we'll see. Also on the Wonder Man tip, your boy Jeff Snyder said that Wonder Man was canceled because it was by far the lowest viewed live action show on Disney Plus. I find that hard to believe, personally.
Look, I mean, how did it get renewed in the first place?
I have no idea.
That's the thing, right?
Unless Marvel announced it and Disney Plus was like, we never agreed to that.
I mean, maybe that is the case.
You know? I don't know. There's also been reports of rumors that despite how it looks, Marvel is actively developing more shows right now.
Yeah.
So
of course they are. This idea that they're not going to do shows anymore is just nonsense.
I could see them stepping away from it, being like, this is just not working out for us.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think it's just going to be like totally side stuff that like nobody. This is going to be its own thing, you know. Like it's going to have no connection to the main universe at all. So
yeah, well, we'll see. And then we've got, I guess, scalping has become a problem at the movies. People are scalping tickets to the Odyssey and whatnot.
That's really nuts that this has happened.
It's insane. It's insane.
And so the head of AMC said that if they found out that a ticket was scalped, they're going to cancel the ticket, so you can't even see the fucking movie. But I've seen pictures of dudes at AMC with like huge numbers of tickets. Because they go to the front and they get their tickets printed out, and huge numbers of them. And it's like fucked up because, I mean, as all scalping is, it's fucked up. But especially like for the movies, I don't think that's ever happened in history.
I can't imagine. Like, it makes no sense to me to scalp tickets, because I would, like, if I want to go see a movie and I went to buy my ticket and it was sold out, I'm like, oh, I got to choose a different time. Like, I wouldn't be like, is that the Odyssey maybe I'll go to the theater.
No, the Odyssey is sold out for months.
Yes, but still, I wouldn't think like, oh, maybe I can go outside the theater and there'll be a creepy looking guy saying that.
But I'm saying
like,
the guys
aisle 5G.
That's the thing, but the guy's hanging around where you're buying tickets, and when you find out that, and people are coming in, it's like, do you want to see the Odyssey tonight? Like, that's the deal. I mean, that's classic scalping too. That's like it isn't like the modern scalping where it's all on the internet. That's classic, like a guy standing outside the stadium selling tickets to the concert. How
many people are still just walking up to the theater at this point?
Oh my God, you know how many? It's crazy.
Still happens, yeah.
I worked at a movie theater 3, 4, 5 years ago.
I mean,
pre-pandemic, and I was working at the ticket counter, and people would walk up and say, "What's playing?"
That is crazy to me. That's crazy.
That's what people do. What's playing?
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that.
What's popular also a lot of the time.
Yeah. I cannot imagine that. Unless like I just want a seat so that I can like do some spy work with somebody. Like they're going to come in and sit next to me and we'll transfer like papers or something. So I don't really care what the movie is. I just needed to start within the next 20 minutes.
That's how normal people do it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is bonkers.
Yeah, because people just like, oh, it's Friday night, let's go to the movies. You know, like that's it. Like they don't think ahead. Because they're not dorks.
Well, there you go. Speaking of scalping tickets and Christopher Nolan, The Odyssey is now his highest grossing R-rated movie.
No, it's highest grossing R-rated movie and also Nolan.
Oh, I thought, okay.
It's
I didn't understand where you were.
Yes, it has beat Deadpool and Wolverine, and it is also his highest grossing movie. It's number 2 for the year behind Brand New Day. It's an insane success. It's an insane success.
Gigantic.
Yeah. Like and you know the thing is, it would be a bigger success if it wasn't R-rated, because it does. There's no reason this movie's R-rated. There's no reason at all.
I do wonder if anyone's like keeping their kids from seeing it because of.
I went to the theater the other day, and there's a sign out at the ticket taker that says the Odyssey is rated R, and we are enforcing that rating.
Okay.
So like they're turning people away.
Bring your kid, right?
But I'm saying that the idea is that kids are coming on their own. Like 15-year-olds are coming on, because a 15-year-old should be seeing this movie. This is a movie for 15-year-olds.
Why would you? Of all R-rated movies, I can't imagine enforcing it for this one.
Because they get a lot of 15-year-olds coming in. That's why they don't get that kind of numbers for other movies. Like You know what I mean? Like, but like because people don't realize it's R-rated because nobody looks at ratings anymore.
Because
they see the Odyssey, it's fantasy. They assume it must be PG-13, and then like a group of kids come in and they're like, "No, we're not going to let you in."
It's got to be the lightest R of all time.
It definitely is, without a doubt. It's such. There's no reason for it to be R. It's got two fucks. That's it. It's crazy.
I'm shocked they did not argue to get it down.
No, his thing was like, it's going to be R-rated. That was part of his deal up front.
Okay, well.
But he should have made it fucking R-rated then.
Yeah, go all out.
Yeah. Have some real blood splatter and stuff. There's a lot of fighting in this movie, a lot of opportunities to see some real gore.
Yeah.
But no, it's such a soft R. It's the softest R.
Tell Robert Pattinson, be like, you got to hang dong, and this is an R-rated movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it would be. Imagine how big it would be if it wasn't R-rated. It would be huge.
It would be. I mean, it already is huge. It would be.
I'm saying it would be bigger.
I mean, could it be bigger?
Yeah.
Like how much bigger?
Well, look at the next news item.
I mean, but Brand New Day, I think, is very different than Odyssey.
I don't think it is, because here's the thing. I think that Christopher Nolan is the director version of, like, Spider-Man. Like, people know Christopher Nolan. They like his movies. His movies are... He made Oppenheimer into $1 billion movie, right? Like which is crazy. That just should not have happened.
No,
he is
definitely.
a franchise. And
100%.
So that's the thing. So he's a franchise. So people come to see it. And especially because they make such a big deal about it being on large format. So I think that it could be as big as Brand New Day, which is PG-13.
Maybe. I don't know. But on that count, Brand New Day is now the 6th highest grossing movie ever. It's going to knock Titanic out of the top 5. Tom Holland is making a cool $100 million off of it, at least. Wow. Happy days for Spider-Man.
4th week at number 1. I don't think it has significant competition coming up.
Well, you got Coyote versus Acme this weekend, right? That's not
competition, no. There's no significant competition, no. So the movie's just going to keep floating around. I think once Back to School really kicks in, it'll probably take a dive. But until then, this movie's a fucking juggernaut. This is a powerhouse. It's crazy.
I don't think anyone would have expected this movie to do better than the last one. Because the last one you had all 3 Spider-Mans and like all that kind of stuff. So like, it's really, really impressive.
I don't think that anybody expected this to do better than most other movies ever released.
Yes, that too. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Like, it's doing better than most other movies released ever.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. So I think that is part of the what's amazing about this is just how much fucking money it's making.
Yeah.
So, because right now it has just passed, let's see. We have just, you know what? As of now, Box Office Mojo listed at number 4 ahead of Avatar.
Wow.
That can't be right. Oh, this is domestic. Anyway, it's got like a couple of like all-timer movies, including Avengers movies, ahead of it. I don't know it's going to get much higher than 5 or 4, but who knows? It's hard to say. I don't know.
It's pretty wild. I did see somebody say like, and I wonder how much this happens. Somebody was like, I don't care about Spider-Man. I go to these movies to see Tom and Zendaya together. I
mean, that's part of it. That's what being a movie star is, right?
Yeah.
People come to see the star. So, and him making $100 million on this movie, like with all of his profit participation and stuff, that guarantees he's in a bunch more Spider-Man movies.
If it was me, I'd guarantee you'd never hear from me again. I'd be like, I have $100 million. Goodbye.
I mean, I get it. Believe me, I get it. But
I'm out.
This guarantees that he is going to be sticking around. And so they might play games about contract stuff, but like, he's not turning his back on this much money again. So
that's kind of like, I can't even imagine that. Like, he seems quite content with the knowledge that Spider-Man is his legacy, right? Like, when he dies, it'll say Tom Holland, Spider-Man.
I mean, he does seem that
dead way. Dead at 175, hopefully.
Yeah. It does seem that way, yeah. I would agree.
And, I mean, he's getting a lot of money. He seems to love doing it. He loves hanging out with his wife. He loves hanging out with Ned Leeds.
Jacob Batalon.
And he has a good time.
Yeah, God
And
bless
he
him.
just now learned we should have scripts. So who knows what's going to happen in the
Who
future?
knows where this could go? Now they're going to have scripts on these movies. All right, what else we got? Let's keep this ball rolling.
HBO Max has officially ordered the Jimmy Olsen series, The People v. Gorilla Grodd. And we got a bunch of cast in it. Right?
What's the plot description?
The plot is that Gorilla Grodd was tried and found guilty for killing his father, King Grodd, and eating his brain. And Jimmy is making a documentary series looking into the case and possibly finding evidence that Grodd did not kill his father.
Wow.
Which could be quite big. It's Metropolis's most famous murder trial. So there you go. And it's going to have Skylar Gisondo as Jimmy Olsen, obviously. Beck Bennett returning as Steve Lombard. Michaela Hoover as Kat Grant. Wendell Pierce as Perry White. Also in the cast are Molly Holland, Eduardo Franco, Arian Moyed, Dan Perrault, Andrew Leeds, and Tim Baltz. And a lot of people seem to be hoping that Tim Baltz is going to play the Flash. I hope not. I love Tim Baltz. I don't think he's the right guy for the Flash.
So people are asking if he's playing the Flash because Gorilla Grodd is a Flash villain. And, like, who arrested Gorilla Grodd if not the Flash? So do you think we're going to see the Flash in this?
I mean, I would think if we're going to see the Flash, we're going to see, like, a red blur on, like, old footage kind of thing. I don't think they're going to show the Flash. It'll be like Batman and Creature Commandos where you see him up in the shadows, like that kind of deal. You know, I would be surprised if we see Flash in this.
Yeah, it would be a weird place to debut him, right?
Yeah, I mean, again, you know, debuting Batman in Creature Commandos was a little weird, but, you know, again, I mean, if he's like just a quick cameo, no voice, no scenes, just like, boom, I'm here, goodbye. Like, that's what I imagine they would do, that kind of deal.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and I don't think Tim Baltz would be the guy they would go to play the Flash.
No.
You know?
No.
So,
but you know what?
I love Tim Baltz. Nothing against him personally.
Who's playing Gorilla Grodd again? What's his name?
Jimmy Totoro.
Oh my God.
Tatro? I couldn't remember his last name.
There's a theory that he's playing both Grodd and the Flash. That I have read somebody say. It's not based on anything. It's just like a.
I can't imagine that.
No? Because he's only doing the voice for Grodd.
Have you heard him talk?
You don't think he's good Wally West?
I don't think he's a good Wally West, Barry Allen, Bart Allen, any of them. He has a deep, slow talking style. Yeah. I don't really think that fits.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
He's very funny, you know, and you know, he's. I've never seen him do any drama work, so I don't know how good that would be. But like, I don't think his voice fits the Flash.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
You know?
I'm very curious, though. I mean, like, the DC universe is incredibly populated.
Yes.
I mean, like, we just keep getting drops of information about stuff in the universe that's already existing. So I'm kind of curious if that's how they're going to go. And it makes sense how they're going to go with the Flash. You kind of want the Flash to be friends with Hal Jordan, right?
Sure, I guess. I'm fine either way.
I mean, if it's Barry's dead. That's fine. You don't have to. They could have been friends or whatever. I mean, I guess there's no Justice League though, right? So that's the other thing.
Justice League or Justice Society?
Justice League.
Justice League. Yeah, there's no Justice League. You know, and then I mean, in theory, with Lanterns, there's no Alan Scott Green Lantern, which perhaps suggests there's no Justice Society. You know, which could perhaps suggest there's no Jay Garrick.
I don't know. I'm actually wondering if that suggests that. And I'm wondering if there's no Alan Scott Green Lantern, but there's an Alan Scott Sentinel.
Which is very possible.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense because him being Green Lantern is just too confusing. It's just too confusing.
Yeah.
And it's just easier to take him off the board as Green Lantern, not take him off the board altogether, and just call him Sentinel, which is the name that he's been using, I think, recently, right?
No, these days he goes by Green Lantern.
Oh,
he went by Sentinel in like the 90s, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they're like, nah, he's Green Lantern, fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, comics can handle that kind of confusion. I think a TV show or movie can't. So.
Yeah. Yeah, and let's face it, comics can barely handle that kind of confusion. Like, they've done so many stories trying to explain, like, why he's called Green Lantern when he's not a Green Lantern, and, like, actually, the thing that powers him is not magic. It's part of a OA or blah, 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 blah. It's like, it's way confusing, you know?
Yeah, it's a lot, man.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, well, what else we got, man?
Nicholas Hoult is out. Kit Harington is in for Harry Potter season 2. Nicholas Hoult has said he's dropping out due to time commitments. He's got other things he's got to do.
Yeah, that's not true, man. I mean,
he's got to not do the movie. He's
got to have a career to maintain. That's exactly what his time commitment is. Because it got brought to his people's attention, how significantly negative the response was. And I wouldn't be surprised if somebody like James Gunn was like, "Hey, Nick, what are you doing?" Like,
he's been filming Superman. Maybe somebody gave him a couple of 1As on the set of Superman, and he was like, "All right, I'm out. I gotta get out of this."
Like, that's the thing. Like, this is bad, bro. Like, this is not good. Like, and it's gonna hurt Man of Tomorrow. I mean, and like Kit Harington, nobody gives a shit, frankly. This is actually good for Kit Harington to even be controversial because he's never showing up as Black Knight. So, yeah. So you know what? I do love that they go with the good old fashioned. There was commitments. He had previous commitments.
In the last week since we announced it, he realized, oh no, I forgot. I have other things to do.
Yes, exactly. It's so.
I have to wash my hair that season.
Yeah. All right. What else we got?
That's it for news.
That's all we got for news, huh?
Yep.
Wow. Okay. I mean, God bless. There is a season 2 of Green Lantern being written right now, or Lanterns being written right now.
Yeah, it has not been greenlit yet.
But they have a writer's room to have it ready if it gets greenlit, which it might very well, considering the big thing about that was that Chris Mundy said that they do have a writer's room for Lantern season 2, and that James Gunn has not told them to include anything from Man of Tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah.
So they get to just do the
which also with season 1, they asked, where do you want us to leave Jon Stewart? He said, wherever you want to leave him.
Yeah.
Like we'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Which I like that. You know, I think it's got pluses and minuses when you let the creatives do what they want to do. You get Lanterns, you get Supergirl. You never know.
Yeah, you never know where it's going to end up. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess it means we have letters now. Here's one from AJ. Hi, guys. I've been considering a subscription to DC Infinite because every time Derek talks about The Flash, it's always the most bizarre, ridiculous nonsense that I have to presume he is just making up. Can you recommend any good comic runs for a DC novice?
Ooh. Yeah. I mean, it depends on which characters you're interested in, obviously. I would definitely say you couldn't go wrong right now checking out the Absolute books for the most part. Those are really good and they're fresh. There's not 100 years of continuity to figure out as you're reading them. So that helps out a lot. But like Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Green Lantern, Absolute Superman, all those. I couldn't get into Absolute Flash, but then maybe you'll have different mileage. For the Prime Universe stuff, I'm a giant fan of Justice League International. Those years, the Keith Giffen, J.M. DeMatteis run on those books, those are great. When it comes to Flash, I would personally say start with the Bill Messner-Loeb's run on Flash, which is Flash Volume 2, number 15, I believe is when he comes in. But a lot of his stuff is, the first bunch of issues at least, is cleaning up the previous 14 issues and what they did in those. And then a lot of his stories aren't very action-packed. They're not very superhero-y. They're more, there's a lot of social commentary stuff in his stuff that I personally love. And a lot of growing Wally West from the character he had been before, where he was written as like a very deep red conservative, and putting him, Bill Messner-Loeb spends most of his series putting Wally in position in like situations that make him a little bit more liberal and a little bit more open to other ideas and stuff. And it's a very interesting read, I think, but there's not a lot of punching at the end of the day.
I think what's really interesting is that for DC storylines, the best ones for newbies are not in continuity.
No. Continuity is very hard to follow.
Yeah, that's actually crazy though. Like, I think Marvel, I would be able to tell you storylines that are canon, but for DC, it's the ones that exist outside of canon that are absolutely not just the best DC comics, but sometimes some of the best comics ever made.
Oh, sure.
Because I would recommend New Frontier, or
New Frontier, Golden Age, I think is great as well.
Yeah, Golden Age. I would recommend Grant Morrison's Superman. Stuff like that. Like, it's kind of, Animal Man, but that's not, Animal Man is technically in canon.
Animal Man's in canon, yeah.
But not really, though.
No, it is. It very much is. It crosses over with other books and stuff.
I know, but
it's in canon in the same way, except that at the end, Grant Morrison shows up and goes, I'm going to erase all this. None of this ever happened to you because it's really horrible what I did to you.
Yeah.
And then later on, Grant Morrison shows up as himself in other comics until he gets killed. So,
yes.
But
recent storylines that are in canon, I like Tom King's Nightwing run a whole lot.
Yeah, that's a good run.
Big, huge fan of that.
His Nightwing run is called Grayson.
No, that's not it. He
Tom
comes
King's?
on after Grayson, yeah.
No, when he's a secret agent?
He comes on after the secret agent, yeah.
I believe he's co-writing during the secret agent.
He might be co-writing, but his main run is after the secret agent stuff. It's actually all the fallout of the secret agent stuff happens in the beginning of his run, and I highly recommend that, very, very much. But people love Long Halloween. I'm not a Long Halloween guy, but people love it.
The current Batman run with Matt Fraction is really good. I think that
it's really good.
Into.
And I actually also like Tom King's Detective right now.
Tom King's not writing Detective. You're thinking of somebody totally different.
Oh, I'm thinking Tom Taylor. Tom Taylor Nightwing.
Yeah, okay.
Tom Taylor's Nightwing. Okay, sorry.
There you go. I'm so confused. I'm like,
yes.
What? How do I not know that Tom King is writing these books? What's going on?
Tom Taylor's Nightwing run I love. And Tom Taylor's current Detective I like quite a bit. There's a really interesting storyline that's happening right now in Detective, which is set. It's like the story that's set now, but it's about the echoes of the past, and it's a story that never existed before, the past story, and it's like a time that Batman, Green Arrow, and
Black Canary
were about to form a team with some other dude, and the dude dies before they can form the team, and but I kind of like it because usually when somebody's doing here's an untold story of Batman, it's always this will make you think about everything differently. And this is no, this probably just could have been a storyline like this. There's nothing earth shattering. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's where I thought you were going to go. Is it's a secret from his past. I'm so tired of those stories.
No, it's pretty chill on that level. You know what I mean? It's not going to change the way you see Batman forever. It's just this could have been a storyline.
All right. Well,
and I like that team up, by the way, of Green Arrow, Black Canary, and Batman. I think it's a really good trio.
Yeah, that's a good format there, I think.
So,
but
I love the New Titans, but I don't know if that's too old school. The Marv Wolfman, George.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the Titans that's currently being published.
No. I'm talking about the old one from the '80s. I don't know if that's too old school or not.
I recently, maybe a year or so ago, read the first 15, 20 issues of New Titans, and it's good. I just kind of dropped off it, but it is amazing how much A, dialogue there is.
Yep.
B, how much happens in every issue.
Yep.
But it never feels overpacked. It never there's plenty of space for character stuff and soap opera stuff. Mm-hmm. Really, just amazing work.
They used to know how to write comic books. The whole way that comic books are written now is just, I think, fucked up. And we still have great comic books, don't get me wrong. But the Batman story that I'm talking about is 5 parts. And this detective story doesn't need to be 5 parts. It's just it doesn't have 5 parts worth of shit in it. But back in the day, that would have been 1 issue, maybe. Maybe 2 if they were getting crazy with it. But the New Titans, I think, is one of the top comic runs of all time. That was when it was more popular than X-Men, and X-Men have a tremendous amount in common, I think. In terms of how the stories how soap opera they are, and how much dialogue there is, and how they focus on young characters and stuff like that. I think it's very, very much comparable.
A fun bit with that is you can track when X-Men became more popular than the New Titans, because it happens right about the time they did their crossover story.
Yeah.
It seems like a bunch of New Titans readers were like, I'm going to go read X-Men from now on.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Pretty rough.
But I would also suggest the 90s Legion of Superheroes run. That, like, the post-Zero Hour run is really, really good. And it's, like, continuity free. They're off 1,000 years in the future. They're doing their own stuff. And it's a great, great series. I love that series very, very much. Well, at least for like the first 2 years.
That's a lot. That's a lot for AJ to read. So hope any of that's useful for you, AJ.
And Sandman Mystery Theater is great.
All right, let's keep moving. Craig says, "Hi guys, I've been a listener from the beginning, and I don't think I've ever heard either of you talk about the Lord of the Rings series. Are the Faraci brothers fans of Tolkien? And if so, which of the films are your favorite? All my best, Craig." I'm a very big fan. I watched Lord of the Rings. It's been a recent thing to watch it at New Year's. And I have Lord of the Rings Rivendell Lego, which I built, which I love. And I've read all of the novels, the originals. I've read some of the extra stuff that they've been pulling out of Tolkien's dead hands. I've read the Silmarillion. Did I understand the Silmarillion? A very different question. But I have read it. And I love Lord of the Rings. And my favorite film in that franchise, you know, it's really challenging because he wrote those books as one book. And they chopped it up into 3, and the movies kind of play that way a little bit. You know what I mean? Like when you sit down, I sit down and watch all the extended editions in a row. It's just one big movie. Like it doesn't feel like we're like going from movie to movie. But if I had to say my favorite one is Fellowship of the Ring, I think it's the one that is just the most on point, and it's just like really great. But I love Return of the King too. The Two Towers, I'm a little bit less psyched about because I think the extra Aragorn stuff I think doesn't work, and I think it's like really indulgent, frankly. But that's the order I would. The Hobbit, I only watched the first 2. I never even finished the third one.
Oh, the third one is so terrible.
So one day I'm going to actually watch them because I feel like I should. But I'm going to go back. I just can't. I remember just like sitting there in the theater and just like crawling out of my skin because not only was it bad, it was taking forever to be bad. Like it was a terrible combo. It was like really the water torture. Like they just drip of terrible.
Crazy. Like I just don't understand why you look at The Hobbit and go, we can make this into 3 movies.
It's fucking nuts.
Like you make one good movie out of that. That's all. That's it. Yeah. That's all you need.
It's fucking nuts.
It's wild.
Yeah, it's nuts. How about you, Derek?
I love the Lord of the Rings movies. I've never read the books. But I do love the movies. I did the Conqueror Challenge of the Lord of the Rings medals, and I followed the path of Frodo and walked and exercise biked my way to getting all the medals and made it to Mount Doom.
Nice.
So I'm pretty happy about that. They're hanging up on my wall in my living room. I love the Lord of the Rings movies. Did not like the Hobbit movies. Haven't seen that animated one, the War of Rohan, I think, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's like whatever. I watched it. Yeah. Like whatever. I forgot that I watched it until you brought it up right now. That's how much of whatever it is. Yeah,
and I love the old cartoons when I was a kid, like the Hobbit animated movie and the Ralph Bakshi Lord of the Rings movie, and the Disney Return of the King movie that picks up right where Bakshi ran out of money. Yeah, and I like those ones. I enjoyed those.
I watch Rings of Power on Amazon. It's all right. I don't have a problem.
I tried. I couldn't get into it.
You know, it's expensive. I think at the end of the day, like, this sounds stupid, but like if I'm watching like fantasy or science fiction, and if it's expensive, I think I can go with it better than if it's cheap. It has to be great if it's cheap. If it's expensive, it can be just okay because the cheapness.
At least it looks nice.
That's the thing. Like it looks nice. Like that, and when it's not that great and it's really fucking cheap, you're like, well, there's nothing here for me. Like I'm not even. There's no good costumes. There's no good creatures. But like Rings of Power, they're spending a lot of fucking money on this. So
I was watching a video there's this YouTube channel, Go Read Comics, and the woman that runs that channel, she's very, very smart about comics, and she's been releasing videos to connect to lanterns and whatnot. And in her latest video, she put in a clip from Supergirl to talk about like alien technology. And it's so clearly like, she's like, in Supergirl show, they had the TV show, the Arrowverse show. They also had a device that could detect aliens. And it's so clearly a mouse with like a flashing light attached to it. It's like, oof, like, oof, that is rough. That is very rude to put that next to the lantern stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's something charming about old stuff that has that level of...
Sure.
But the thing is, like, so Star Wars uses that exact thing. Like, there's, there's items that you could buy at a store that make up the ships in Star Wars, or, like, the control panels. But they really transform them. Yes. And this doesn't sound like it was transformed in any significant
way. No, I mean, it's clearly, like, they scraped off, like, the Logitech logo.
Yeah.
And, like, put a light on it. And they were like, good to go. You know, like, it just did not look very good. Yeah. You know, this is not kit bashing Star Wars. This is not kit bashing MST, where, yes, like MST, it looks cheap, but that is also part of the point, is to make
aesthetic.
It look cheap.
Yeah, that's the aesthetic. Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
So, yeah. All right. And our last letter comes from Shane M. Hello, Brothers Faraci. If you were both given free reign to plan a slate of projects for a year of releases for both DC Studios and Marvel Studios, features as well as premium streaming shows, what would they look like? You can obviously ignore planned story designations like Gods and Monsters or the Multiverse Saga, etc. Shane M. How about you? What do you think?
I mean, I brought it up just previously, but I've been thinking a lot lately of like, man, I would love to see the Golden Age turned into a movie or TV show. Like that storyline, which is, for people that haven't read it, it's a 4-issue series from DC set in the 1950s. And it's essentially the House Un-American Activities Committee forcing superheroes to retire. And at the same time, there's a whole like mystery going on that they got to solve. And it ends with a big fight in front of like on Capitol Hill with all these different superheroes and stuff. It's a great, great story. It's an amazing story. And I think it would translate very well overall to television or to movies. So I'd put that into development right away like that. And I have been screaming this for years. And I also brought this one up earlier. I do not understand how Sandman Mystery Theater has not been turned into a TV show. It would be cheap. The way the series is created, where every 4 issues is a new storyline, I think would work very well. Because if you have a 8-episode season, you get 2 storylines out of it. Great, good to go. Like you do that kind of deal. You know, I think that would be great. On the Marvel side, that's harder for me.
They've hit a lot of the really good stuff, frankly.
They've hit a lot of the really good stuff. Atlantis Attacks, I think, could be interesting. Now that we got Namor out there and stuff.
I mean, that feels like a thing that they could be building towards, frankly. Like,
yeah.
That's definitely on the table. You know, I would like the Korvac saga.
Korvac saga would be very cool.
But I would do it pretty faithfully, which includes all the weird side stuff that's happening. Like, that's the thing.
Sure.
So, like, budget's no problem. I'm doing a TV show where, like, they're traveling back in time and meeting the Rawhide Kid and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's just, like, I want that. You know, that's... But it's like, yeah, it's kind of challenging. Like, I was going to say, like, the death of Jean DeWolf, but, like, that might be very well happening in the Spider-Man New trilogy. And also, frankly, it feels a little bit old at this point to have yet another story where the superhero is going to beat a guy to death.
Yep.
Because he's mad, you know?
Yep. I think Spider-Man Wolverine miniseries, that could be a good movie/show. You know, that was a good story. I like that one. Spider-Man also, Assassination Plot. I love that story. That's one of my favorite Spider-Man. I love that. Because I love the concept of it, of like Spider-Man being brought into a mercenary team to stop the assassination of a king of another country. And then it turns out to be this whole plan by the Red Skull to take over America. Great. That's so like out of Spider-Man. Like these days, Spider-Man's flying off into space and stuff all the time and doing multiverse stuff. Yeah. But back then, in the like late 80s, early 90s, he didn't get involved in that kind of stuff. So it was fun to see him involved in that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and I really, really enjoyed that, you know. But
I would do Squadron Supreme as well. That's my prestige 12-episode series, Squadron Supreme. I would definitely do that, without a doubt. I think again with DC, I think I'm going to adapt shit that's Elseworlds. That's I think what I would do. I think I just feel like there's like so much more richness in those stories because they're not worrying about getting back to some status quo or whatever, and things can get very strange in them and very intense in them that I like quite a bit. So I don't know. I think it would be like, yeah, I would definitely do like some else. I mean, I would love to see the Superman where he's Soviet. That'd be really
Red Sun.
Yeah, Red Sun. That's the one. Yeah, that'd be really really fun. So it's funny though. Like there's so many characters that we've seen in Marvel already. It's like they're really low on like killer characters. You know.
Yeah.
So
maybe Marvel, I would do Craptacular B-Sides just because I love the name. The comic was okay, but the name is great. And I would fucking fix damage control so it could be like what it is in the goddamn comic, which is such a better idea of how to use them. But
I mean, you could just change the name of the group and do a thing, right?
Yeah.
Like you can just do the same premise, but just change the in the comics they're a cleanup crew.
Yeah.
So it's sort of a little bit different. But yeah, Squadron Supreme is my number one choice though. 12 episode prestige series adapting one episode per comic, and you keep it really sort of secret from people like what the vibe is. You just present the Squadron Supreme as like heroes, and then you don't talk about that they're running the whole world kind of as like benevolent fascists.
I mean, that's the opening of the first issue, though.
But I'm saying in the press and the marketing.
Oh, okay.
Like you don't let people know. You start the show. You have to like create a little bit of backstory there because they take over the world because the world gets so fucked up.
Yeah.
That's.
I would like to see that just because if the show was popular and nobody knows since nobody read Squadron Supreme, to see the reaction of, I believe, issue 9 when Tom Thumb goes into the future to get the cure for cancer.
Yeah.
I would love to see the reactions to that because that is, when I was a child, that was one of the most heartbreaking comics I could ever imagine existing. I was like, how could this happen?
Yeah, no, that's a very good story point. I mean, like, it feels like a real Doctor Who story point, you know? And also the classic New Warriors I would like to see.
Oh, yeah.
How do you not have a skateboarding superhero yet? Like, that's crazy. We've been around for 20 years. We don't have a skateboarding superhero yet? No.
Craziness.
All right.
I do not have the confusion of Vance Astrovec.
Yes, exactly. All right. If you want to have your questions answered on this program, all you got to do is send an email to ask.cinema.sangha, SANGHA, @gmail.com. Put the name of the show you want your question answered on in the subject line, and one question per email. All right, dude, you ready to talk about episode 2 of Lanterns?
Yep.
Let's do it.